It's slightly tilted, but today we've got a special guest.
Hi!
And the wife. So she has the day off today, and we always do our morning devotional together, and we get a chance to talk about it and just hear interrupt myself or her already from the future or whatever. And I'm just here to let you know, please watch. You can catch these videos on YouTube or Facebook. You can catch them on my personal Instagram for now, but also on Cinco Stone's Instagram. And that is where I always start doing these live and not on my personal Instagram. Yep, thank you. What we're both learning. And she had a really good message, or just what she learned this morning was just really good. And so this is her chance to share what she learned today. So here she is.
Alright, so we were reading today in Judges chapter 12. And isn't the time of the judge called Jephthah, but we're going to call him Jeff. So Jeff just defeated the Ephraimites, but the people that survived from the Ephraimites, they were trying to cross the Jordan, but Jeff people was there waiting for them. So they were trying to cross the Jordan, and they were asking like, hey, please let me cross and stuff. The people from Jeff asked him, oh, are you an Ephraimite? And if they say no, they will ask them, so say the word Shibboleth. Shibboleth. So, but if they say Sibboleth, they will realize and identify them as Ephraimites and kill them. They have this distinct accent, so people knew about that because they were having some trouble pronouncing the H. And I thought that was hilarious, so I was reading through the commentary, and there's some fun facts there about that happened the same in World War II. Where the Germans were able to identify the Russian Jews by the way that they pronounce the word corn. That is, it sounds something like kukulusa or something like that. I thought that was hilarious.
Not that, them identifying them during World War II was good.
No, of course not. It's just the word is funny for me. Anyways, and for y'all that are listening, already are thinking for sure that, hey, Alex's wife is not from America. Where is she from? For my accent. And, there's a lot of people that have told me like, you're Hispanic, but you're not the same accent as Mexican. So where are you from? Like, people can tell something about me through my speech, through my pronunciation. So I was reflecting about that and just thinking like, it's just not my pronunciation, but also my speech. How do I talk about things? Like, how are we talking about our victories? Or how are we talking about our struggles? Or daily basis stuff? How are we talking about others? And are we glorifying God in the way that we speak? And are we giving all the glory to Him through all the things that are happening to us?
Because people identify that we're Christians by the way that we speak.
Yes.
One thing that I've noticed is, when you're at work and people get to know you, if you just naturally talk the same way you talk at church, like, oh, let me pray about that. Instead of maybe when you're not around Christians, say, oh, let me think about that. If you don't make that little correction, if you really talk like you would at church, people expect you to be a Christian. They understand it. They know, and they're going to watch the way that you live. Why? Because the way that you speak. And your life is already becoming a light just by the way that you talk without even having to
Amen.
Get the opportunity to preach the gospel.
Yes.
But then they know they can come to you if they want to know. Or if you do speak up and you say something, God says, hey, you need to say something now. It's not coming out of the blue. They're not like, why are you talking about God now? You never talk about God. No, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, he obviously loves God. I hear him say little things here and there about it. So he's not pushy about it. So this is the first time he said anything. So I guess maybe I'll listen. I don't know. Circumstances are always different. But people identify you by the way that you talk.
It is our faith. And in a way that we speak, we should show that. I want to to strive hard for, like, it should be easy for others to realize that we are Christians for a minute conversation. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't take years or days to realize that somebody loves Jesus.
Not always by what you do say, but by what you don't say.
That's a great point. Yeah, for the things that you avoid to talk and feel bad about my accent, of course I want to keep learning English and improving my pronunciation just to, I want to be a good professional, but that is not what is more important of what I should be focused on, but the way that I speak. Just very thankful that, there's not a requirement for us to get into the kingdom of God by the way that we pronounce. So,
Because one of us would not be getting in. Because we pronounce everything differently.
Yes. So follow Alex and Cinco stones.